This meeting is being recorded.
Hello, social workers. How are you? Welcome to week 13. We are moving along and we are in the last stretch. So we want to encourage you to just keep it up. Just a few weeks left.
Wow, you guys have been doing great too.
Yeah. So this week kind of piggybacks off of what we talked about last week. Do you remember? Yes, you're right. We talked about social insurance and Social Security. And so we're going to expand that discussion with an activity and a quiz. So this week you have a quiz. We originally, it was a 20-point quiz, and it was pretty difficult. We've got rid of the trick questions. We've narrowed it down to 10 points. So you have a 10-point quiz and a 10-point assignment. Remember to do the quizzes on chapters 10 and 11. And then, Irene, why don't you go ahead and explain kind of the assignment?
I'd be happy to. So pull out that chart that you filled out last time. And hopefully in the chart, you really found how many different programs there are that are under the Social Security Act. So
this is the chart, Irene, that they did last time with all of the different acronyms. They explain the acronyms, and they actually explain what the program does.
Thank you so much. You're always so good at clarifying everything. So in looking at that chart, you probably said, wow, there are a lot of programs that serve the clients that we serve through the Social Security Act. So, for example, there's programs that serve the elderly. There's programs that serve child welfare. There's programs that serve maternal and child health care, unemployment, people who are disabled, and then, of course, the big programs, Medicare and Medicaid, Medicare, health insurance for the elderly, Medicaid, health insurance for those in poverty. And then, of course, the health insurance program, the children's health insurance program that was more recently enacted in Arizona, we call that Kids Care. So there are a lot of different programs that are serving the families that we serve in social work. And so what we want you to do is really look at those programs and then understand how those programs are actually working or maybe not working so well for the clients that we serve. So, Brett, what do we want them to ask in their interview questions? Because this week we're going to look at you doing an interview.
Yes. So we want you to find someone that is taking advantage of one of these programs. So it can be an older adult getting Social Security insurance or Medicare or Medicaid. It can be a family that is receiving services for their children. So we want you to find someone. It can be someone you know in your social sphere, or it can be someone from your internship. If it is someone from your internship, make sure that they know that you're doing this for assignment. Don't include their name or any identifying information.
Very important.
Yeah, and make sure you check with your internship advisor and just make sure that they kind of know the scope of the assignment. But once you've selected the person, we want you to just have a conversation with them, first and foremost, about the program. How is it helpful to them? And we have the kind of list of things we want you to cover. But more than just asking these questions, we really want you to have a conversation. And we really want you to find out what are the benefits? What program do they take advantage of? Are they using? What are the benefits? How is it helping their life? What would their life be kind of without it? And then what are their frustrations with the program? Is there any limitations? Is there and kind of that. So we're looking at both the strength of the program and maybe some of the weaknesses or the improvements of it. We want you to have that conversation. When we actually talk to people that are receiving these programs, it makes a big difference in the way we look at the programs. So we want you to get out of the book and out of the computer and in talking to a real life person.
Yeah, it's really translating the concepts that you're learning into actual practice. How does it actually play out in a person's life? So first and foremost, we want to make sure that you are able to talk to a person so you can understand it. And it will be a great opportunity for you as a social worker also to hear their frustrations with it.
Yeah.
But some of you may not be able to do that. If you absolutely don't have someone that you can interview, then we put an option in there where you can look up a current newspaper article or something in the media that is going on related to these policies and programs. And we put together kind of an analysis that you can do of that as well. But really, really would like for you to take this as an opportunity to see how these programs are impacting families, elderly, disabled people, people who are struggling in reality, as opposed to doing another thing that doesn't require you to go outside of, as Brett was saying, outside the classroom or outside, in this case, of the online environment. So
yeah. So you only have to do one of these options. We want you to first really make every effort to try to do the interview. If that's absolutely not available to you, then go ahead and choose the article assignment. So yeah, and I'm really excited to hear about some of the conversations that you're having and kind of what you learn. This is a perfect way to build empathy and understanding about how policies really affect someone. So I'm excited.
I am too. And, you know, the other thing to really understand is when somebody talks about frustrations about a program, that's when those of us who have a more macro frame go, maybe this program needs to have some changes at the policy level as well as at the individual level. So good luck. I hope you enjoy it.
Yes. And as always, reach out if you have any questions.
Okay, we'll see you next week.
Take care.
Bye.